The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.nikkiClarkenetwork.com.
Welcome back to the live taping of the Nikki Clarke Show, taped at the White Elephant, 366 Queen Street East. And how is everybody doing? Woo! All right. I love it. I love it. I love the energy. Oh, yeah, this is amazing. So much has been going on. And let me ask you a question. What time is it? Hot Topics! That's right, it's time for Hot Topics. And joining me in the Hot Topics discussion is resident DJ Ron John. Please welcome him. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Fine, okay.
Yeah, awesome. I'm loving the tunes that you're playing. It's bringing me back. Now, don't you like the selections he has? He's amazing. Well, so hot topics are what people are talking about at the water cooler, you know, at the workplace, or what's trending right now on social media, what's happening. A royal baby was born, a princess. Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana was born on the weekend. So that's some good news in the royal household. And I really like the fact that Diana was inserted in the names. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Diana, Princess Diana, and I so miss her. Do you too? Yeah, oh yeah. What do you think about that they included, well, Elizabeth, of course, grandmother, and then Diana, or great-grandmother?
I think, like I said, in memory of Diana, I think especially the impact that she had.
Yes, yeah.
There was something about her and everybody knows, seen the royal family, but there's something about her that connected to people more.
Exactly. She was very relatable of all the royals, I think.
Yeah. So
and
I think a lot of people,
probably the better looking one out of all the royals, too, if I may say. Yeah.
Off the record?
Off the record. On the internet. Yeah, I said it. But yeah, so looking forward to seeing what happens with her. And a lot of people are starting to make some predictions about, you know, how she's going to turn out. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the title they gave her again? Was it Duchess?
She's a princess.
Princess of Cambridge?
Oh, that I don't know.
Or somewhere in England they named her something of something.
Does anybody know? No? Okay, well, we'll have to find that out.
Princess of something.
The Princess
I think it was
of something?
Cambridge, but I could be wrong.
Okay, well, we'll research that and we'll have it ready for the next show. So how are you feeling about the sex education curriculum, people? What do you think? Facebook-like? Facebook unlike?
Yeah.
Some are like in between?
Yes.
Well, this is happening in September. It's set to go for September in the schools. Education Minister Liz Sandal says it will go into effect in September. And people were saying, is it mandatory for all students? Apparently no. So parents have the right to withdraw their kids from all or part of the new curriculum if they're not comfortable with the contents. Do you know anything about the curriculum?
I haven't studied per se what the new curriculum is. I do remember when I did went to elementary school, that when there was that type of education being done, there was some stuff mentioned. But like I said, I haven't studied it to see how far it goes or what the extent it is that it talks about.
Right.
Because I personally think that if a child doesn't ask the question, they should know, right? I mean, people can use their discretion as to how graphic they get in the description of that information. But I think if a child asks the question, they should know. But on that certain level too, the question is, since I haven't seen the curriculum, right? What is it that, for example, certain parents are having an issue with?
They're having an issue with, There's some parents are having some, debate with who has the permission to give the information. Is it the parenting role or is it the role of the educator? But just to break down what the curriculum looks like, grade 1 students will learn the proper names of the body parts. And I think that's natural because they have a natural curiosity. Yeah. And then grade 2 students will learn the broad concept of consent by being told that no means no. And I think that is perfect. I have no problem with that. And then gender identity comes up in grade 3.
Mm-hmm. The hot button topic.
That's a hot. And then grade 4 and 5, the discussion of puberty comes about, and intercourse the following year. And then grades 6, 7, and 8 is about contraception and how to prevent pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections.
Okay.
So, and they're also going to be learning about online bullying and the dangers of sharing sexually explicit images, sexting.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to talk about that.
Well,
so who's opposing it? Religious groups, and some parents have a really, they're not too crazy about the idea.
Yeah, well, the complication of that is that, especially in the day and age that we're living in,
Yes.
right? There's a lot of technology out there now. And
Oh, yeah.
as opposed to when a lot of us were growing up, you didn't have too much of these things around, and now, everything, accessibility, information's there. So I think on a certain level, to equip the children to do so, I think it's very important for them to know, because socially, that's what they're going to be dealing with out there. So
Yeah.
it's a catch-22. I mean, the parents can have their own issue with it, but then at the same time, are they themselves going to equip the children?
Yeah.
If they're not, then I mean, the curriculum's the curriculum, and if you're sending your kids to those schools, that's what they're going to get. Now, if they choose to take their kids out of school, that's their own thing, but I don't know. Like I said, it's quite an interesting situation there, but I think personally, if the kids need to be prepared for what they're going to be seeing, and, rather than find out now
Yeah.
than later on and be complicated,
Yeah.
at least they know what they're dealing with and what they're seeing.
Well, I mean, there's power in knowledge,
Yeah.
but maybe too much knowledge too soon
The question, that's
might
the
be an
problem
issue.
is
So
the
it's an
question
interesting
is,
quandary.
That's the question. When you see some of the stuff that's being mentioned, how explicit is the information
Sure.
for the right? Because
Yeah.
some of the stuff that was mentioned earlier, like the body parts and stuff, yeah, they should know that stuff.
For sure.
I think consent is important, right? Now, when it starts getting into certain areas now, the gender identity is a big hot button topic, but at the same time, it's out there and it's prevalent,
Yeah.
and so people should know about it, and
Sure.
students should know about it. But the
Yeah.
question is, how much is too much
Yeah.
in terms of
Yeah.
the explicit information?
Yeah,
How
where the-
explicit are they going to get
For
with
sure, yeah. Where do the
You
boundaries
know,
come in?
where the boundaries
Definitely.
go.
Well, my first taste of sex education information was like grade 7, and they had these really bad 60s movies, with the bad theme music in the background, and so it made me very confused because I didn't really understand. But yeah, I think though it's better to get the information from someone who's informed than getting it on the street.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
And to be
You gotta weigh the
honest,
scales.
younger kids, if they pick up a language here and two, and they pick up a couple words,
Yeah.
they'll know some words by the time they get taught that stuff too.
That's very true.
That's
Very
the
true.
way it goes.
All right, well, we'll have to, watch for the progress of that. But guess who's in trouble again? Yes, Chris Brown's in trouble again.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
R&B singer Chris Brown was actually, he's in custody in Las Vegas on Monday for another misdemeanor. He punched a man while playing basketball in Las Vegas. So his court woes don't ever seem to end. His legal woes don't seem to go away. He's still dealing with the probation after the fact with Rihanna several years ago when, that issue came up.
Looks like he has some serious anger issues
I
that
think.
he needs to get dealt with.
I
Because
think
if he has
so.
a short fuse like that, and that's how he expresses it. I
Yeah.
mean, he has music, and he has his dancing skills. I mean, you figure you could channel it into that, but he's channeled into hitting people. I don't know.
Yeah, he needs a book on meditation or something. I don't know.
And he
Or
has the
hug.
money to get the help, so he has to acknowledge that he has those issues and deal with them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, somebody has to tell him. Well, I mean, he's surrounded by people who say yes to him all the time.
Yeah.
So if he has someone who's saying, you know what, I don't think so, well, when you have so much power, it kind of gets to your head. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I guess the law can only step in and tell him what is right or wrong based on what is there, in the legal books. But we'll see what goes on. So I'm happy to announce that I actually was given the honor of the Canadian International Black Women's Event to be one of the 100 Black women in Canada to watch. So very happy with that honor. Thank you. Thanks.
The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.
Welcome back. Sitting beside me is a beautiful entrepreneur, and she's making waves in the city. Please welcome Karen Carrington to the show. You look absolutely lovely. I love what you're wearing. Very nice ensemble.
Thank you. I put some thought into it. You know, I really.
You thought well. I liked it.
Thank you. Good.
Yeah. Would you say? Yeah. Okay. And before I get into anything, I wanted to congratulate you on your recent award of Single Mother of the Year, and that was through Women on Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations. So when you were nominated, how did you feel? And actually, what went through your mind when you got the award?
When I was nominated, at first I felt I was a little nervous because the title itself, the Single Mother Award, there's a stigma, you know.
Sure, yeah.
It really brought to light that I'm a single mom.
Yeah.
And I used to be shameful of that before. Like I felt like a failure being a single mom. But to be recognized for that now, you know, it made me feel like I'm putting myself out there. It's okay to be a single mom. You're not a failure. It's recognized now as to be a recipient of an award for that. So went from a little bit shameful at first to realizing that it could be an inspiration for others.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah.
Once you embrace that.
Exactly, right?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And how was the award ceremony?
It was beautiful. It was a great gala, and it was in Markham, and it was like a full attire, you know, full dinner. It was really nice. And the qualifications for the award was you had to be an entrepreneur, you had to be obviously a single mom, and you had to submit a proposal of, you know, people had to nominate you, and you had to prove how many things you can juggle at once and still be able to balance. So yeah, it was a rewarding feeling.
Absolutely. So you're a testament to being able to juggle so many things, to wear so many hats as a businesswoman and as a mother. How many children do you have?
I have two sons. One's 20 and the other one's 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And they must be very proud of all of your accomplishments,
They are.
I'm sure.
They are.
What are their names?
DeAndre and Therese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Can you share with us just some of the challenges that you faced as, you know, raising children on your, co-parenting, I imagine, but
it's co-parenting.
Taking a lot of, I'm sure, some of the responsibilities.
It is, and I think one of the challenging things is I was married for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I went from a marriage and co-parenting to kind of a blindsided last-minute divorce. So
you didn't see it coming?
I didn't see it coming at all. It was actually on my 10-year wedding anniversary that I found out.
10 years.
Yeah, so we were away on an island on our getaway for our 10-year anniversary, and that's when I found my ex-husband just kind of wrote an uncompromising letter to somebody, and I found it on the island.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it was an eye-opener for me. It was, especially to be blindsided like that. So a lot of, it was a struggle because I was there with one mindset and went home a single mom. So from the island, I landed the same day. I called a lawyer, sold the house in 3 weeks, and I moved out with my sons and became a single mother. I had to embrace that title. I didn't sign up to be a single mother. Mm-hmm. So that was the challenge. It may have been easier if I was a single mother from the beginning, but having to learn to rebuild again after a marriage was kind of devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're used to a partnership and then there's a huge upheaval, it can be really life-changing. In with every negative, there's a positive. So wonderful things did come out of the change.
I didn't see it at the time. I didn't know. I prayed, why is this happening to me? and we were known as a couple in the community, and I had to rebuild who I was. So I prayed, and yeah, a lot of great things came out of it. I learned how to be independent, how to do things on my own, how to fix a pipe, a broken pipe,
Yeah.
a dishwasher, and how to become best friends with my sons. Yeah, I really relied heavily on them. Yeah.
Okay. So going back to business now, after the devastation of the loss of your marriage, and I have to say, because I've experienced it too, leaving a turbulent marriage, that you go through this same stages of grief as death. Because it's a death of a relationship, really.
It is.
So it can take as long as it takes to how much time you've invested in the relationship. And for myself, it took me years. But then you still have to survive. You still have to provide for your children. You're grieving and then hustling. So how do you manage both?
The way I managed was try to keep myself in absolutely everything. I almost over-busied myself.
Yeah.
Not to the point of exhaustion, but reached out to any type of resource that I thought would help keep me above water. So joined workshops, self-help groups, the gym every day, accepting every invite that came my way. And even though it was a fake smile, it was a smile.
No, fake it till you make it,
Fake it till I make it,
Yeah.
and go home and cry under your blanket,
Yeah.
But just I over communicated with everybody, and didn't overtell my story. I didn't share the story. I kept it in for a long time, and I faked it till I made it, and then I started to realize when I told one person and then another that they could relate to me.
Right.
And I thought, oh, shouldn't be a secret.
Right.
I should share because I'm helping other people.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so the sharing was healing.
The sharing really is healing, and it keeps you out of the abyss. When you have those moments of lows. So it keeps you definitely from the depth. What would you advise a single parent, whether it be a male or female, if they're at the brink of breaking, when they're going through a flood of emotions and things are happening to them, there's this huge transition. How would you what would you tell them just to hold on?
I think the biggest thing is just to hold on to, just stay healthy. Stay healthy mentally, not just food-wise, but feed your soul, feed your mind, stay connected with whatever your faith is, but just stay balanced and healthy.
It's important.
Yeah, in every way, and just take that time alone with yourself. It's okay to be alone and just be with yourself, and grieve it out as much as you can, but stay healthy.
Okay. A healthy body supports a healthy mind, vice versa.
Yeah, emotionally, don't get caught up in the victimization either. It's very easy to fall into that.
Have a little pity party.
Yeah, and have a little 5-minute one here and there. That's okay, but pick it up.
Yeah. So if you can have a pity party, but don't invite anybody.
Don't invite anybody. Don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Don't tweet it. Don't Facebook it. Don't Instagram it. Please, just. Talk to God, write it out, journal it, do whatever you have to do to get out those toxins, and then, just pull up those socks and get moving. Okay.
Well, you're a stunning woman. Are you seeing anyone now?
I am.
Okay. All right. Excellent.
Is so amazing.
And he supports everything you're doing?
Absolutely.
And that's
everything.
what you need.
Coming here to be with me here today, supports me spiritually, accepts me for who I am, my flaws, my strength, everything. Tells me when I'm right and tells me when I'm wrong.
Yeah, you need people to do that.
Yeah.
You need the truth, definitely.
Yeah.
So, we've got some really great, we have some amazing projects that you're involved in, and let's talk about them. I see some of the products up on the table, some of which I am very familiar and very proud to be affiliated with. So let's talk about it.
Let's talk. So I'm an independent distributor for the company Chinese. So opened that business recently, and it's doing really well. Distribute different health products.
Right.
So there's a weight loss system called Zen Body.
Love it.
Woo!
Lost a dress size in a month.
What a testimony.
I am.
So when did you start again? You started.
I started Valentine's Day. I got my package in the mail, and then And then March, I lost a dress size,
Yes.
and it's just been so easy to maintain. It's the easiest thing I've ever done,
Awesome.
effortlessly to, maintain weight.
Opened the business on Valentine's Day
Did you?
because it's a day of love. To love
It is
myself.
self-love day.
Yes, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's a 3-part system. You just take the amino acids twice a day.
Right.
There's the supplements. There's the shake, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Comes in 2 flavors.
Tastes really good.
And you just, you bring this everywhere. I bring this to the gym. You just have your amino acids, and honestly, you just drop inches. It's an incredible product.
really
all
is.
natural. Comes halal. It's not quite gluten-free, but because of this one here, but all natural. It's an amazing product. Yeah, I use it myself. Love it.
Yeah, fantastic. And then what do we have on this side? Got the
that's-
luminescence.
Yeah, that's the skincare line. That's incredible. Instantly ageless. I'm just gonna take this one here. Thank you. That one is our biggest hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you
So-
can see the results right away.
Yeah, instant gratification, which
Yeah.
is what we all want, right? So it's kind of like Botox in a bottle. So,
It really is.
Yeah, you just take the product, it's cream, you just literally put it under your eye right here, and you just pat it, and you just wait for 2 minutes and fan it, and you feel all the lines just disappear. And
So the lines, the bags, the dark
line,
circles,
the dark circles,
they
everything
vanish.
disappears in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So right before that wedding day, right before prom, a date, Walmart, wherever
A performance.
today, right? This is incredibly awesome. So
Okay. And the results last for about 7 to 8 hours.
7 to 8
Okay.
hours. You got it. So you put it on every day right before your makeup, and men love it too. Men, it's not just for old.
No. This is for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody.
Okay. Now, where can people contact you to get more information about Jeunesse? Because it's a great business opportunity.
It is.
As well as the products,
Yes,
is,
if you want
being able
from
to
a
purchase them.
distributor, You can contact me at my new website, which I'm launching on Mother's Day.
Woohoo!
I'm launching that in memory of my late mother who passed away of diabetes. So I'll launch it on Mother's Day for her and for the
Sorry.
Single Mom Award. I think it's kind of fitting. So that website is www.CarringTon.com, and I'm branding myself to be Karen Carrington Inc. Yeah.
I love it. All right. A true inspiration. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
for
sharing
having
some
me.
great
Thank
news.
you.
And we got to come back and talk some more about what you're doing.
Thank you.
Karen Carrington, everybody. We'll be right back.
The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience, or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.